So let's start out in a comfortable seated position on your mat or wherever you are at home. I'll just put the computer a little bit further away to make it easier to see. So we're sitting here, our hands are resting on our knees, our shoulders are rolled back and down, and the back of our neck is long. Our eyes can close, and we draw a full deep breath in through the nose, and then exhale, release it back out again through the nose or the mouth. And again, breathing deeply in through your nose. And exhale, release. And continuing to sit here and to breathe here. Just allow yourself to drop into this moment. Releasing whatever came before today. Releasing any thoughts of what's to come later tonight. And just allowing yourselves to be deeply present with each breath in and each breath out, dropping into this exact moment. If you'd like to set an intention for class tonight, you're welcome to do so at this time. And otherwise, we'll just sit here and give ourselves a quiet moment or two, breathing in and breathing out. Full deep breaths here. Just a few more breaths, noticing the length of each inhale and exhale, taking note of how it feels in your body, the effect it might have in calming your mind. And you're welcome to keep your eyes closed and your hands on your knees. We'll start with just very gentle movements led by the breath. Everything we do tonight, inviting a sense of grounding and release. As we inhale, we can sit extra tall, and exhale, release your head forward, chin to the chest. Begin to roll your right ear toward your right shoulder. And inhale, returning your head forward, chin to chest. Rolling left ear to the left shoulder. Exhaling forward and right. And inhaling forward and left. Exhaling forward and right. And inhaling forward and left and all the way around. Drawing a full circle, releasing your head back behind you and over to the side. Noting the way the stretch feels in your body and moving slowly and in relationship with breath. And you can gently reverse the direction, releasing the head forward and right with your inhale, and back and left with your exhale. Circling and breathing here. Another 2. And breathing 1. Returning your head to center, we roll our shoulders back and down, preparing to sweep our arms up. As we inhale, let's reach our arms from our sides all the way up toward the ceiling. And as we exhale, turn your palms to face down and press your hands back down toward the mat again, almost resisting the air as you lower. Inhale, sweep the arms up toward the ceiling. Sitting tall, as you exhale, turn palms to face down, draw belly button to spine as fingers extend away from your shoulders, lowering to the mat. One more time, inhale, sweep up. And exhale, press down. This time, our fingers migrate from our sides, slightly back behind us. As we inhale, let's roll our shoulders up and back, opening the chest, lightly arching the back. And as we exhale, release the head, point your nose toward the ceiling and breathe. 3. And breathing. 2. One more full deep breath here. Inhale, sweep arms all the way up to the ceiling, and then exhale, fold forward. Hinge from the hips, round the back, release the head, release the neck, and breathe. Breathing. 5. And breathing. 4. Breathing. 3. And breathing. 2. One more breath here. Stay with me here in this forward bend. We're just going to take a little side stretch. As we inhale, walk your hands over toward your left. And as you exhale, you can take your right hand and place it underneath your left, like so. Reaching your hands away from your hips, and at the same time we're grounding both our sit bones on the mat rather than letting the hip come high. Breathing here for 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale, walk your hands to your left knee, sitting up tall again. And exhale, we twist to our left, taking our left hand and placing it behind our back on the mat. Inhale, sit extra tall, and exhale, deepen the twist, looking back over your left shoulder as you hug belly button to spine and sit nice and tall, breathing 3. And breathing 2. And breathing 1. Stay here. Inhale your back left hand up toward the ceiling. And as you exhale, just tip slightly over toward your right. So the left arm is coming overhead. Inhale, reach long through your left fingers. And exhale, rotate the left shoulder back, opening your chest as you look up to the ceiling for a final 3. And breathing 2. One more full breath here. Inhale, return to a neutral seated position, and exhale, switch the crossing of your legs, placing whichever leg is in front or on top, in bottom or behind. Rolling shoulders back and down, we once again extend our fingers long to the sides, touching the mat. As you inhale, sweep, press your arms up, slightly resisting the air as you move. And as you exhale, let the palms press down, all the way down to the mat, fingertips long. And inhale, press the arms up, sit nice and tall, taking your time with this rise. And exhale, gently lowering the arms, extending through your fingers. And one more time, just like this. Inhale, palms up, reach up. Even look up. Exhale, press the palms down. Fingers migrate from your sides to slightly behind the back. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, open the chest, and exhale one more time, release the head behind you, pointing your nose up toward the ceiling, opening your heart space, letting any stress or tension just melt right off your chest. For 3. And breathing 2. One more full breath here. Inhale, raise the arms up to the ceiling, reach up, look up. And exhale one more time, we fold forward, hinging from the hips, round the back, release your head and neck as you inch your fingers away from your body. Breathing here, full deep breaths. Another 4. And breathing 3. Another 2. One more breath, and just like on the first side, we're gonna stay here in this forward bend. So as you inhale, just walk your hands over toward the right, and as you exhale, you can slide your left hand underneath your right, reaching those fingers away, but still grounding your left hip, grounding your left sit bone as you breathe. Another 3. And breathing. Another 2. One more full deep breath. We walk our hands back to our right knee on the inhale, sitting tall. And we take our right hand, placing it behind the back on the exhale. Preparing for a twist to the right, inhale, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, actively twist right, turning your head to look past your back right shoulder. As you breathe, another 3. And breathing, another 2. One more full deep breath. Staying in this position, we inhale our back right hand up to the ceiling, and with the exhale, we tip over toward the left. Inhale, lengthening through your fingers, and exhale, rolling the right shoulder slightly back, creating a sense of openness in the chest, and looking up toward the sky. For 3. And breathing 2. And breathing 1. Inhale, return to a neutral seated position. And with the exhale, we're gonna lay down, taking time today to do a nice reclined deep stretch before we transition toward other positions. So you can lay yourself down on the mat. Our knees are bent, our feet are on the mat, and just rolling down, lowering to laying here. Take a moment here and just process the sensation of grounding, release, and connection as you feel your lower back in contact with the mat. You can close your eyes even, resting your hands on your tummy, and breathe with me. For 3. And breathing 2. One more full deep breath. Now starting with a delicious leg stretch, let's inhale, hug your right knee into your chest. With the exhale, place your hands behind the right thigh, interlacing the fingers. Or maybe take your right peace fingers and wrap them around the big toe. As you inhale, begin to lengthen that right leg. An option to keep the left knee bent for a more supported experience, or to lengthen the left leg down to the mat at this time. Full breaths here. 5. And breathing. 4. For 3. And breathing. 2. One more full breath. Now stay with me here, looking up at your right big toe. In a moment, we're going to move the right leg slightly to the left. So if you can imagine a line being drawn from your left hip all the way up to the ceiling, that's the distance we're moving the right foot over. So maybe just, 1 foot or a touch less. So as we inhale, we're lengthening even more through that right leg. And with the exhale, we're just slightly shifting the right leg over in space toward the left. Continuing to lengthen through the entirety of the right leg as possible, we breathe. Another 4. And breathing. 3. Breathing another 2. One more full deep breath here. Inhale, return the right ankle over the right hip. So we're realigning the right leg, moving it slightly right. And as you exhale, you can begin to walk your hands maybe a touch higher on the leg. Option to stay here, taking this same stretch for one more round. Or if you'd like to intensify, as you inhale, begin to walk your hands up the leg, even allowing your shoulders to peel off the mat. And then as you exhale, you can release your shoulders and head back to the mat, drawing that leg overhead as you breathe. So it might be the same position as the first time, or if you have a touch of added mobility here, maybe we're just drawing that right leg toward the chest, just a touch. For 3. And breathing. For 2. One more breath in. With your exhale, hug your right knee into your chest. If your left knee is still bent with the left foot on the floor, you may want to lengthen the left leg at this time. Breathing. 3. Just hugging right thigh toward the tummy. Letting the shoulders be loose to the mat rather than up toward the ears. Breathing another 2. One more full breath here. Inhale one last time, lengthen that right leg up, almost like you're pressing the air up above the foot. And exhale, keeping that right leg long, belly button to spine. Maybe we slow motion lower the leg down to the mat. Now preparing for the other side, we can reset our feet, each foot on the mat, bending our knees, planting our feet. Inhale, let's hug our left knee now in toward our chest. And exhale, hands behind the left thigh or left peace fingers to the left big toe. Inhale, lengthening left leg up, and exhale, perhaps releasing the right leg down. Breathing here, full deep breaths. 5. And breathing. 4. For 3. And breathing. 2. One more full breath in. And just as before with the exhale, we're shifting this left leg slightly to the right. You can imagine drawing a line from the right hip bone up toward the ceiling. And it's just a very subtle shift. keeping that left leg elongated as possible for your body. For 4. And breathing. 3. For 2. 1 more full breath here. Inhale, return the left foot over the left hip. We're realigning. And exhale, we replace our hands on the leg, perhaps a touch higher. Option to stay for your second round here, just like on the first side, or to begin to walk your hands up the left leg as you inhale, peeling shoulders off the mat, and then with the exhale, releasing shoulders and head, maybe drawing left leg closer to your chest as you breathe. Breathing another 4. And breathing another 3. Breathing another 2. 1 more full deep breath. As you inhale, hug your left knee into your chest. And as you exhale, you can release that right leg long if you haven't yet done so. And we're letting our tummy come into connection with our left thigh, letting our shoulders release down to the mat away from our ears. Breathing another 3. And breathing another 2. 1 more breath here. With our inhale, one more time, we're lengthening that left leg and drawing belly button to the spine. As you exhale, you can just slow motion start to lower that left leg down to the mat. Now we're going to turn over to lay on our tummies. So you can just bend one knee, bend another, scoot your hips to the side, and just gently turn to lay on your tummy on the mat. Placing your elbows underneath your shoulders, hands in front of the elbows, fingers facing forward. We start out with a gentle chest opener, Sphinx pose. As we inhale, let's draw our chest forward in space. It's a very subtle movement. And as we exhale, gently pressing hands and forearms down, lifting the chest up, lifting the gaze. Now it's very tempting here to kind of hunch into the shoulders. So we're actively engaging forearms and shoulders down and away from the ears. Breathing 3. And breathing 2. 1 more breath in. As you exhale, lower down to fully lay on your tummy and chest. You can rest your head on your hands, and we continue with Froggy pose, a little quad stretch, bending one foot, one knee, or bending both. You can take one hand to the corresponding foot, or both. If it's challenging for you to reach, you can always take a little scarf or bathrobe strap, and we keep our thighs, our quads on the mat, just gently pulling our heels toward our glutes. Breathing here, full deep breaths. 5. And breathing. 4. 3. And breathing. 2. 1 more full breath in. With the exhale, release the legs. And we prepare for laying lizard pose, so we can start out bending our left knee and sliding the left knee forward toward the left shoulder like so. If you like, you can turn your left cheek, placing it on the mat. So that means you're looking toward your right shoulder. And we're just breathing in this passive hip opener. Full deep breath. 4. And breathing. 3. For 2. One more full breath in. As you exhale, return the head to neutral and let the left leg slide long. We'll take one more round in froggy pose, bending that second leg or bending both knees again. Gently bringing hands toward the ankles and heels toward the glutes. If you're seeking a more active hold, you could press up here into your bow pose. Otherwise, just staying released on your mat. We breathe. 4. And breathing. 3. For 2. One more full breath in. With the exhale, gently release the legs. This time we take our right knee for laying lizard, sliding it up toward the right shoulder. And we place our right cheek on the mat or on our hands, looking over toward our left shoulder. Again, a passive hip opener, breathing here. Full deep breaths. Another 3. And breathing. 2. One more full deep breath here. With your next exhale, you can gently release the right leg. Now with our inhale, let's bring our hands by either side of our chest. We're preparing ourselves to transition to hands and knees. And with the exhale, you can press back toward hands and knees for a moment, positioning your knees underneath your hips and just shifting them side to side. Inhale, spread your fingers wide, and exhale, tuck your toes under. Lengthening through your legs on the inhale, we're transitioning toward down dog. Exhale, ground the heels, distance or press your hands away from your hips. Breathing here, maybe walking out your dog for another 4. And breathing. 3. Another 2. And breathing. 1. Let's bend our knees and look toward our hands on the inhale and walk our feet forward toward our hands on the exhale. Rounding the back, releasing head and neck. If you feel low back discomfort, please bend your knees here to ease that. And you can bring each hand to opposite elbow, gently rocking side to side, stretching the backs of your legs for another 4. And breathing. 3. Another 2. One more full deep breath. Inhale, let's lift part way. And exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, rolling up to standing. Look all the way up. Just going to adjust the camera a little bit back. And exhale, look in front of you. So returning to face the front of your mat, we were facing the back of it just a moment ago. You can set your feet about hips distance apart, and we're just going to set up our mountain pose. So feet are hips distance apart, shoulders are rolled back and down, palms facing forward, calves and thighs drawing up, and tailbone neutral and release. Back of the neck is long, and breath is soft and full. Breathing here. Full, deep breaths in your body. For another 4. And breathing. 3. Another 2. One more full deep breath. And with our inhale, let's just sweep those arms up toward the ceiling. Exhale, open them wide in a V, standing in your exalted mountain. Really taking your time here, stretching, right hand up and right, and left hand up and left. Seeing if you can create more space in between each vertebra of your spine. For another 2. One more full breath in, and with your exhale, hand to heart and hand to tummy. Close your eyes, release your head forward. And just take a moment, this is about halfway through our practice, to just check in. Taking the quiet time to feel the beating of your heart and the rhythm of your breath. And again, just to let any tension or tightness melt away as you embrace yourself and allow full deep breaths to come in and out with ease. One more full breath in here. With your exhale, gently releasing your hands, and let's rotate 90 degrees to face the long side of the mat. We're just going to take 3 stationary standing poses today to prepare us for a little bit of a hip opening release sequence back on our mats. So let's open our feet, preparing for triangle pose. Our right foot is stepped right, our left foot left. You can open your left foot 90 degrees to the side. Doesn't really matter which side you start with, we'll do both. Inhale, arms to shoulder height. And exhale, roll your shoulders back and down. Now looking over your front fingers. So for me, that's my front left fingers. Inhale, I reach toward the left with long legs. And exhale, I lower my left hand to my left leg, my right arm all the way up to the sky. Doesn't matter so much how low I hold, but we're lengthening through each side of the torso. Lifting the gaze, breathing here, pressing the hips away, elongating. For 4. And breathing. 3. For 2. One more full deep breath. Inhale, let's come back up to a standing position. Keep your legs as they are. Exhale, we're tipping back over to our right, to our back leg. Reverse triangle. You can let that left arm come to the ceiling or even all the way overhead, whatever feels good for you. For 3. And breathing. 2. One more full breath here. Inhale, stand tall, and exhale, left foot in, right foot out, preparing the second side. Inhale, reaching toward your right. Exhale, shoulders away from the ears as you lengthen. Lowering right hand to the right leg. Raising left arm up toward the sky. Breathing here, pressing your hips away from your head, your neck. Full deep breaths. Another 4. And breathing. 3. Another 2. One more full deep breath. Inhale, come back up to standing, and exhale, tipping back the second way. So we're reaching toward our back leg, the right arm is overhead, reverse triangle for 3. And breathing 2. One more full deep breath. Inhale back up to standing, and exhale, let's bring the right foot in, parallel in line with the left. So our final standing pose is just a nice wide-legged forward bend. Inhale, arms to shoulder height. And exhale, bring your hands to rest on your hips. Inhale, roll your shoulders back and look up. And exhale, fold forward, hinging from the hips. You can keep your hands on your hips, or like me, release them down to the mat. Maybe taking a little bit of a shift of the hips, side to side, if that feels good for you. 5. And breathing. 4. 3. And breathing. 2. Now one more full breath here. Transitioning from wide-legged forward bend toward a squat, we inhale, lengthen, look slightly in front of you. And as you exhale, bend your knees, bringing your shoulders upright and starting to sink your hips. You can take this high or inch your feet a bit closer together and let your hips come low. Perhaps resting your hands or elbows by the insides of your knees. As possible, staying tall through your spine as we breathe. Another 3. And breathing. Another 2. One more full breath in, and as we exhale, you can come to sit down on your mat. Just going to bring the camera back a little bit closer as we move into our seated stretch. Let's see how that is. So sitting here on the mat, facing the front of the mat, we can inhale, hug the left knee into the chest, and exhale, open the left knee to the side. Left foot comes into contact with the right thigh. Flexing that front right foot, inhale, let's reach the arms up. And exhale, fold forward toward that right leg as you breathe for 5. And breathing deeply here. 4. Breathing 3. And breathing 2. One more full deep breath. Inhale, sit tall, and exhale, we bring the right foot next to the left foot. So both our knees are bent. We're preparing for butterfly pose. Inhale, sitting extra tall. And exhale, rounding the back, releasing the head and the neck. Full deep breaths to the opening of your hips, inner thighs. For 4. And breathing 3. For 2. And breathing 1. Inhale, roll back up to seated. And with our exhale, we bring our right knee to point back up to the ceiling. Now, today's practice was preparing us for pigeon or supported pigeon pose. So here's how we enter it today. All the quad stretches that we did, the leg stretches, the elongation for release in pigeon. So what we do is we bring our right foot behind us. So our right knee is now facing forward and our right foot is behind us. Now you might want to look behind you on your mat and see if you have room to extend that back right leg in a moment. If you don't, just take a little scooch forward. If you've been feeling very tight, you haven't opened the hips in a while, you might want to keep the legs in this position, taking a deep breath in, and just exhale, folding forward. If you'd like to see how full pigeon feels in your body, then you can take this right leg and start to extend it behind you, maybe just a little bit extended with that knee still bent, or maybe rotating that knee to face down with that right leg long and in line with your hip. Either way, inhale, let's open through the chest, and with the exhale, just an option to lower to your hands, to your forearms, or to fully release your chest over that front left leg. Breathing here, full deep breaths, taking your time, maybe easing slowly, more deeply into the position with each breath. Breathing 8. And 7. breathing 6, and 5, breathing 4, and 3, breathing 2, one more full deep breath. If you would like more time here, please take the time, take as much time as you like. Otherwise, join me with your inhale in walking your hands back toward your body, coming to sit upright. And with the exhale, you can slide that right leg forward. We're lengthening the left leg now. We're bending the right knee, right foot to the left thigh, and we're moving straight into stretching that second side. So inhale, reach your arms up. And as you exhale, fold forward over that front left leg, round the back, release the head and neck as you breathe. 5. And breathing 4. For 3. And breathing 2. One more full breath here. Inhale, come back to a seated position, and exhale, butterfly. We bring our left foot in line with our right, feet together, knees apart. Inhale, sitting extra tall, and exhale, rounding and releasing forward into your butterfly. Again, breathing into the opening of your hips. Full breaths here. Another 4. And breathing 3. Another 2. One more full breath. Inhale, roll up to seated. And this time, exhale, let's point that left knee up toward the ceiling. So we're preparing for pigeon on the second side. You can point the left foot to face back behind you, bending that left knee, staying here, or continuing toward a more full expression of pigeon, moving forward on your mat as needed, maybe starting to straighten that back left leg, squaring the hips. Inhale, opening the chest, and exhale, folding forward over your front right leg as you breathe. Full breaths here, each breath allowing you to release just a bit more deeply into the pose. Breathing 8. And 7. Breathing 6. And 5. Breathing 4. And 3. Breathing 2. And 1. If you're enjoying this position, feel welcome to stay here. Or with your inhale, using your hands, coming back up to sitting. And with your exhale, leaning on your right sit bone, you can sweep that left leg in front of you. If there is a pose we did not practice tonight that's important to you, you're welcome to take it at this time. Otherwise, you can already lay down on your back, and we'll take just a little bit of breath work tonight and then give ourselves time for a nice full relaxation. If you'd like to put back on any layers of clothing you took off or cover yourself in a blanket, now is a very sweet time to do so. And we'll take maybe one more reclined stretch on our way toward breath work. So bending your knees, planting your feet, let's roll ourselves down one vertebra at a time to laying on the mat. Continuing just with a little stretch for the glutes and the hamstrings. Inhale, extend your right leg all the way up. And exhale, let the right ankle rest on the left knee. And then we take our right hand and we thread it through this little open space here. Drawing our left knee into our chest, maybe flexing our feet and rotating that right knee away from our chest as we breathe for 4. And breathing 3. Breathing 2. And breathing 1. In a moment, we'll lengthen our legs and then just recross for the second side. So releasing your hands, inhale, lengthen your legs. And exhale, now cross left ankle to the right knee, threading your left hand through the open space, holding behind the right thigh or atop the right shin, flexing your feet, rotating left knee away, just breathing. 4. And breathing 3. For 2. And breathing 1. Releasing your hands, inhale, lengthen the legs, stretch, stretch, stretch. And exhale, you can hug your knees into your chest. Little rock side to side. Or just stationary, hold the knees toward the chest, thighs to the tummy, grounding your low back. For another 2. 1 more breath in. With the exhale, release the feet to the mat. Knees are bent. Feet are wide. Knees tip together. This is called tent pose. Your hands can rest on your tummy or one hand on heart, one hand on tummy. Close your eyes as we move toward a touch of breath work, pranayama. We inhale 3, 2, and 1. And we exhale 3, 2, 1. Inhaling 3, 2, 1. And exhaling 3, 2, 1. Inhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhaling 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhaling 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhaling 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhaling 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Continuing to lay here and breathe here. This is the time to find your way to a comfortable relaxation position. You're welcome to stay here in tent pose or to lengthen your arms and legs, laying flat on your back or even curled over to your side. And as you close your eyes, allow yourself to feel your breath moving in and out of you. Allowing yourself to be a recipient of each inhale and exhale, inviting a wave of calm and release into your system. And with each breath in and each breath out, we gift ourselves the next moments here just to lay and to be, fully immersed in the pleasure of an easeful breath, a calm mind, as we allow each breath to come in and each breath to go back out again. Full deep breaths. This time is for you. Let's give ourselves another few breaths here. And as you lay here, I'm so happy to remind you that you are in the comfort of your own home. So if you'd like more time to lay and to be, please continue toward a deeper and fuller relaxation. This is so good for our body and so good for our mind, just as much, if not more, than our active practice. If you do feel ready to bring your relaxation to a close, and you're welcome to deepen your breath and to let your next full deep breaths bring gentle movement into your body, wiggling your fingers and your toes, turning your head side to side, and turning to lay on your right hand side with your knees drawn in toward your chest. Just taking another breath or two in a side laying position. And with your next full breath, or when you feel ready, gently using your hands to bring yourself back up to a seated position where we started our practice today. Resting your hands on your knees, shoulders rolled back and down. Let's inhale, sitting tall. Exhale, release your head slightly forward, chin to your chest. We'll close our practice as one with 3 deep breaths, the last ending in shalom. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Inhale to Shalom. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Thank you for your practice. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.
Thank you.
Absolutely. We could just do a little closing circle for anyone who wants to stick around.